Two rats in a sock. Hello, welcome to the first ever Game On book review, bringing culture to the console generation. Book of the week this week is Medal of Honor by Chris Ryan. Medal of Honor was written by the famous ex-SAS member Chris Ryan, author of numerous books including The One That Got Away and new titled The Kill Zone.
Hunting in silence.
This new book gives the backstory to the recently released shooter of the same name, introducing you to the tough, no-nonsense Tier 1 operators before you encounter them in-game. Bundling books with video games, whatever will they think of next? We spoke to the author himself to find out about the writing process.
I was approached by Electronic Arts to produce a story for Medal of Honor, and the idea would be it would be a prequel. So basically, with the information they gave me, which was a number of images, I looked at these images, came up with a storyline that would introduce the characters. Obviously, the game was set up by American Special Forces. I'm ex-SAS, so I think the guys themselves are the same, type of animal. The guys that are working on the game in the book. I mean, the book is a Chris Ryan novel setting you up ready to be a Tier 1 operator in Afghanistan.
This is Escalation.
At only 10,000 words, you can rip through Medal of Honor in an hour, the idea being it leaves you hungry to get into the game itself. While the brevity of the book keeps the storyline rather shallow, it does what it set out to do well enough. The action is well described, though some of the passages do sound a little odd. For instance,
someone ran out from inside the cave. He carried a rocket launcher on his shoulder, and even from this distance, I could see he had one up the spout. Bang on cue, I heard a noise in the distance behind us, like a fast approaching wasp. Padgett was as dead as a spent case. If you're heading into a hornet's nest, you need to look like a hornet, otherwise you get stung.
But while Ryan does seem abnormally interested in insects, the book is nonetheless a fun romp. With a body count in excess of 30, there's no shortage of stuff to keep you turning the page, and since it comes bundled free with the game from some retailers, you can't really complain. Nor would you want to, in fact, because for every page contained within this book, Chris Ryan probably has about 6 different ways to kill and or maim you. Since I quite like being alive, I've therefore got no choice but to give it a glowing review.
This is the Wolfpack.
Pithy, faintly ridiculous, but worth an hour of your time. That was our book of the week, Medal of Honor by Chris Ryan, available now. Well, thank God that's over. Are we going to have to do many more of these? That music was awful. Book of the week this week is Medal of Honor by Chris Ryan. Why did I sound like Stewie?